Hello again, everyone, and welcome to your weekly garbage pickup with your local garbage man, Dave, where if you give me a reason, I'll make sure your trash is checked for DNA evidence. First, a follow-up to my last video interview with a champion with Jimmy Ballard. I sent Jimmy a message thanking him for his kindness and agreeing to speak with me. I thought I would share with you his amazing reply. Hey David, no problem at all, I enjoyed it considerably. I wish I had mentioned to you the money we received from the card assisted us in paying for our wedding the month after Worlds. It was truly a special event for us. Thank you for being the guardian angel you had no idea you were, Jimmy. Well, Jimmy's message made me think about my first interview with a champion with David Persin, who spoke of using the money I paid him for his trophy card to go on 2 fantastic trips abroad in his junior and senior years of high school. Because all of you watching have been kind enough to allow me to share my incredible journey with you, I am blessed to hear about these wonderful wins that have happened for both me and these trophy winners, who have been so generous in their willingness to sell to me in the first place and still talk about it with me years later. I have 2 highlighted subscriber comments today. The first from NB, who after he saw and heard my 4 kids on camera wrote, I was going to make a joke about saying why your kids are so unemployable, but I thought that would be mean. Consider this as a happy medium. And as much as I'd like to argue with NB, unfortunately for parent Dave, I think NB hit the proverbial nail on the head this time. And the second comment came from Luis Colon, who said he got hungry watching Pikachu make stew and inquired if I would ask him for the recipe. So Luis, I wanted you to know, I did indeed ask Pikachu for the recipe, but he wouldn't say a word. And now my most awesome recent card acquisition, which is this Burning Shadows Blister Pack. I'll try to hold it up for you, which contained 3 of the cards I was still needing to complete my collection, the Alolan Golem, Muck, and Dugtrio Cosmos Holo cards. My thanks to so many of you amazingly kind people who took the time to let me know where I could acquire this pack. It was a huge help. And since you guys did such an incredible job helping me find that blister pack, it's time for another Can You Help Me segment. I know this one's going to be much tougher than the last. From the next Destiny set, can you help me find the Chandelure Ice or Shattered Hollow promo, number 20 of 99, which was only available in the Dragon's Exalted 3-pack booster packs. Thank you for checking your collections, and please let me know if you happen to have either the card or the sealed blister pack available. So it's time today to introduce this new segment called Do You Potty with Your Booster Box? For any of you who find this segment offensive, I do too. So my sincerest of apologies in advance. Let's not take a look.
Hey guys, let's see if he really does potty with this booster box.
What?
I just need to grab some toilet paper for the downstairs bathroom.
I'm in the middle of the bathroom set.
It'll be just a quick second. Allie needs for the bathroom downstairs. She really needs some.
Okay, get in, get out. What are you doing? Get out! Get out of here!
Jesus. I guess he really does potty with this booster box.
And with no good way for me to follow that nonsense or to medicate your eyes, we may as well take a look at the vintage Wizards of the Coast Expedition set. All right, let me start out and show you the Expedition set. I'm going to start by showing you the 32 holographic cards while I chat in the background about the set. So Alakazam starts us off. So the set was released in September of 2002 and was the first main expansion of the E-Card series of the Pokemon trading card game. Expedition marked the beginning of Poke-Powers and Poke-Bodies. Poke-Powers required activation to use, whereas Poke-Bodies were always active unless blocked by a specific effect. And I want to show you the Charizard here. It's number 6 of 165, and I'm going to put next to it the non-holo version of the card, which is actually number 40 of 165. You can see the pictures are exactly identical in this, but in a different place in the set. And of course, you've got the e-reader technology on the bottom and the top and the left side. Okay. So Expedition also introduced an updated card design First, the cards incorporate the dot code technology to use with the Nintendo e-reader. By using the device, players were able to view Pokédex data about the Pokemon, play a minigame, play various tunes in a melody box, they called it, or activate a special attack for that Pokemon. To use the new technology, the left and bottom borders, as I mentioned, as you can see, were increased in size. Outside of the regular holos, the cards lacked, and I'm going to show you this in a minute, the Pokemon species. You can see right now if we look at the cards like under Gollum, I think I'm saying that wrong because somebody criticized me in another video, but that's how I say it, and that's fine. I get to do me. So you can see that it says Megaton, Pokemon, length, weight underneath the picture, and we're going to look at differences in a moment. So let's continue. So outside of the regular holos, the cards lack the Pokemon species, length, weight, Pokédex entries, and level, which were instead stored inside of the dot code. The illustrator and copyright information was swapped in its position, and the set symbol is moved to the right side of the card number and rarity. Each card has a unique ID number, so let's look at this here on the Mew. If you look right here to the right, there's the ID number, which allowed the e-reader to distinguish cards with the same name in a way other than by level. The reverse holos were changed in this set, and we'll look at that in a second here, to a more plain design. One problem brought to the Wizards of the Coast attention was that the holo and non-holo cards had identical reverse holo counterparts, except basically for the number at the bottom. So Wizards ended up fixing this in Aquapolis by changing to the H1 to H32 holographic numbering system. Because of the extra licensing fees Wizards had to pay to use the new technology, the number of cards in a booster pack was actually reduced from 11 to 9. And each booster pack contained 5 commons, 2 uncommons, 1 reverse holo. Take a look at Tyranitar, because he's going to come up in my poem later. Don't miss Tyranitar. Look hard at Tyranitar. Don't look into his eyes, though. So 5 commons, 2 uncommons, 1 reverse holo, and 1 rare or rare holo card. We're almost done with these here. We got one more, Vileplume and Weezing. So those are the holos. Now, I wanted to show you a couple of the reverse holos. Here's Charizard in one reverse holo, and here's Charizard in another one. So we'll look at the numbers again, 6 and 40. And you can see, you can't tell any difference on the card except for 2 things, the card number, and right here underneath the center, you have all that data on the character, Charizard, and here it's blank. And that was the data that they talked about being stored inside of the e-reader. Okay, I want to show you very quickly the variants. These are 2 of the most rare cards in the hobby these days. This is the Pichu and the Hoppip. They came out of this. I'm going to flash this in and I'll show you. They came out of this, the convention, the 2002 E3 convention. This is the pack you would get them in. Let me show you the back of it real quick. So I know I'll put it up here for just a second so you can glance. That's the pack. I'll turn it over one more time. Don't see these packs much at all anymore, but these are the 2 cards. They're called the Pichu and the Hoppip with the Japanese backs, and that's what makes these different. So you have to get these with these backs right here. So I'm just showing you. Okay? And then the other variants, which again, I'm not going to go into a lot of detail, but these are the for position-only ones, Alakazam, and I'll move through the other few. These were specifically, I guess, made. They've got the little word medium at the bottom left, you can see. But these were made, I guess, for creating the sheets and figuring out exactly how to position them on the sheets. So I'll show you these ones. They do have the same set number at the bottom, the 165. So that's the reason that I guess if you're technically making a master set, you would want these in the set. Of course, the big boys, Charizard and Blastoise, Clefable, and Dugtrio. And of course, the back of these look like any other normal card. And there, folks, you have a quick highlights of the Expedition set. So let's end today with another episode of Pokemon Poetry Corner. For me and for you in September 2002 came a special set we can never forget. It marked the beginning of a new technology and a new card design for all TCG folk to see. Codes and e-readers were Pokemon's plan, but so go the best laid plans of mice and man. For the reader to work, 2 borders increased in size, and info was removed. Cards looked more plain to the eyes. Reverse hollows were made more plain looking too, but duplication occurred, necessitating hollow numbers H1 to H32. But that's in the following set, so irrelevant, I'd say, and you couldn't use the e-reader to play the game anyway. The booster pack cards were cut from 11 to 9. Because Pokemon cards are big business, I suppose that's still fine, because the cards in this set are truly vintage for all, and those metal-looking bars make the set stand out tall. With all of the Hollow Stars looking their best, Blastoise, Charizard, Mewtwo, and the rest, my favorite is Tyranitar, because he's angry like me, when my haters are talking and won't let me be. But why would I even bring that up now? In the middle of a poem, I decide to have a cow. Why can't I ever get control of my thoughts? Well, maybe I can if I just pick my spots. What happened to the poem I was so close to ending? Now it feels like I'm a fraud, just pretending. So I'm gonna stop now. No reason to go on. Only good thing for all of you, a poem's better than a song. And once again, our time today has come to an end. Just know I couldn't do this without you, because if you weren't there, no one would be watching. You see that right side up thumb down there? Maybe you can see how your thumb size compares to it by taking your thumb and placing it on top of it. And until we meet again, which is not soon enough for me, and likely way too soon for all of you, may your days be overflowing with love and laughter.